before the video starts, Terrell, if you're watching this, I really appreciate that, man. I really do. So, welcome to another remake that, to be honest, that I'm doing. I'm gonna try to post more, like, every 2 days or every day. I'll try, like I did in December. But, Christmas, ever since I failed to upload that Christmas special, it's really sat with me that I'm a failure. And I can't post a special for nothing in my life. Hey, but at least I got to post. I bet you guys are thinking, well, at least you got to post your Halloween special. And I know Valentine's Day is coming up, and I want to do a Valentine's Day special, but I don't know what would y'all guys like. So leave me some recommendations of what type of Valentine's theme, what if I should do around Naruto or any other anime besides, around Naruto, since that's what helped me pop off. And I don't want to do anything with Dragon Ball, because Toei Animation. Toei Animation. Alright. So without further ado, let's get this video started. So how this would happen is that Kushina has a younger sister, and that is Gaara's mom. Gaara will be in half Uzumaki, which will make him a good Jinjuriki, like a good vessel for the one tail. Shikaku will be sealed instead of Gaara, and his mother would die from childbirth. Kushina and the others would attend her funeral, and so would Minato. A few months later, Naruto would be born, and Kushina would die during the Nine Tails attack. The Sand would cut all ties with Kushina's family and them, and she would not know that the baby nobody knows the baby survived. The only people that know Naruto is related to Gaara, well, in general, Naruto's relationship with Gaara would probably be Rasa and Tamari, basically. So let's just cut to the tuning exams, because nothing would really happen now that they're related in the beginning parts of Naruto. Naruto's life would basically be the same until the tuning exams. After Naruto runs into the Sand siblings, something seems familiar from Naruto. Naruto declares that his name is Naruto Uzumaki, and he's here to save Konohamaru. The same altercation would happen, and they would walk away. He looks awfully close to Minato Namikaze, and he knows Minato died during the Nine Tails. She knows Minato died during the Nine Tails attack. She wonders if that's Kushina's son, and she wonders. Chunin exams would happen similar to canon, and when Naruto comes back from the Forest of Death, Tamari asks Naruto what his mother is. Naruto says he doesn't know his mother, he's an orphan. And that closes the case. She knows this is her cousin. She whispers in Gaara's ear that you're related to that boy. Gaara walks up to Naruto and looks at him deep in his eyes. He asks him, "Are you related? What is your name?" He says to Naruto to Uzumaki, "Did you forget or something?" Gaara wonders. He has family outside of the Sand Village. He smiles and walks away. The others follow Gaara. Sasuke gets his curse mark sealed, and Naruto begins his training with Jiraiya. Jiraiya asks if who his mother is, since he seems like he knows something. Does he know anything? He says his mother was Kushina Uzumaki. He wonders if that would ring any bells with the Sand siblings. So after a good training day, he walks up to the Sand. He wanders around the village until he finds Tamari. He asks Tamari, does he know who Kushina Uzumaki is? She says yes, that's her mother's. Basically, that's her mother's. How do I say this? Sister. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard today, guys. I don't know. But let's continue. Naruto is finally elated that he has family, and that all his pain and suffering could finally be healed from his family. He wonders if they can probably spend some time with each other for some time, but she says no, they gotta train, and plus they're up at their own opposite villages. Naruto smiles and goes back to training with Jiraiya. Everything still happens. Naruto still beats Neji, but this time he actually beats Neji a little bit faster since he really wants to spend time with his family. Gaara still turns into the Shikaku. He knocks him out. The same thing happens, gives him Talk no Jutsu speech, and he'll be double impacted since Naruto now knows he has friends. Now he knows he has family now. So Naruto will be especially impacted into this. When Sasuke leaves the village, he'll be hurt again, and this time he'll vow to himself as well as to Sakura to bring Sasuke back. Everything goes similar to canon, but Naruto has a stronger drive to bring Sasuke back, but he would still eventually get bested by Sasuke. Kakashi takes it back to the village, and Naruto leaves to go train with Jiraiya. Naruto comes back, and the drive to bring Sasuke back is a little bit stronger. But when Naruto finds out that Gaara has been kidnapped, he's even more angrier. On the way to the Sand Village, he meets up with Tamari, and they start talking a little bit on the way there about. Sorry for the audio cut. I had to do all this, so sorry about that. But here's the original. They started talking more about their lives. Naruto tells her how he was alone and he didn't have anybody. And the only friends he really had was the ramen guy and his daughter, and Choji and Shikamaru. But their families wouldn't support, Shikamaru and Choji's families would not support them being near Naruto. Tamari would feel bad for Naruto and ask Naruto if he needs anything, that the Sand Village and Gaara and the other siblings would be there for him. Tamari eventually splits up with them, and they go they get Chio, and they head towards where Gaara's last known location is. They run into Itachi, and Naruto still gets put under the Genjutsu, and they eventually get past Itachi, which was actually a 30% Itachi clone. They eventually arrive, but this time Naruto's even more angry since they know he's even family. So he rushes towards Deidara off rip. Deidara tries to combat this, but before he even notices that Naruto weaved a hand seal. The Naruto that rushed at him was actually a shadow clone, and the shadow clone gets blown up, and Deidara says that's what he expects, and a poof of smoke happens. Deidara doesn't know what just happened, and Naruto comes up the smoke, giving him a right hook, knocking Deidara to the ground. Naruto just starts pounding on Deidara, pounding into him, almost killing him, but Sasori slaps Naruto with his tail, not the poison tip, he just slaps him with it. Deidara wants to blow himself up, use self-destruct, but he knows if he does, he will kill Sasori. Sasori tries to tell him to get Gaara's body and fly away, but before he could say anything, Kakashi already jumped towards Gaara's body, jumped towards Deidara and kicked him in his face. Deidara is getting tired of getting kicked around, but as he gets up, 5 Narutos jump up, and 3 of them kick him up into the sky. The rest of the Narutos start pounding on him, until eventually all the Narutos jump up and punch him, saying Naruto Uzumaki Barrage, knocking him to the ground. Deidara gets up trying to escape, but as he tries to escape, Naruto's charging up a Rasengan and shoves it into Deidara's back. Deidara gets away by hair because Sasori distracts him with his 100 puppets. Deidara is really badly beaten and at the point of death, and eventually Obito arrives, aka Tobi, and saves Deidara. Now let's get back to the Sasori fight. Sakura still uses the antidote and stuff, and blah 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 blah. The fights, everything still happens, and similar to canon. They get the information about Sasuke, and Gaara gets brought back to life. Naruto smiles and tells Gaara that he's glad to see he's back. Naruto wants to stay in the Sand Village for a bit longer, but he knows he has to go get Sasuke. Kakashi never uses Kamui in this timeline since he didn't have to warp his other arm away. So Kakashi, instead of Yamato, it will be Kakashi. And I feel like Sai would still be there since they need a third member. The fight will go completely different this time since Kakashi's here. Kakashi has the Naruto suppression tags like Jiraiya gave him. And the fight would happen similar. Naruto would berserk out and start slinging Orochimaru around. Orochimaru, after the fight, Naruto would be going crazy. And before Orochimaru can escape from Naruto's rampage, he slaps the Naruto suppression tag on Naruto's forehead. And Naruto passes out. He grabs Naruto over his shoulder and chases after Sai and the others with Sakura on foot. Without Yamato, I feel like it'll be harder for them to find Sai's location, but I feel like Kakashi would use his ninja hounds to sniff Sai's scent. Eventually Naruto and the others encounter Sasuke. Sasuke stands atop of a cliff and he looks at Naruto, both of them staring each other down intently. The same thing happens like what happens in normal, and Sasuke retreats, and Naruto feels way superior than Sasuke, so he trains to master the Rasengan Shuriken. And that's where I'm going to end this part off for now, and tell me what y'all guys want to see other what ifs in the future, and tell me what y'all guys do, if y'all guys really do, tell me what y'all guys want from me, like what type of Valentine's Day special would you like what if Naruto had love release where every time he had a harem or something, I don't know. What if Naruto had Ribrianne's powers? Please don't make me do that what if. If you do, I'll quit YouTube. Alright, I'll see y'all guys later.
You know I give a fuck about you every day. Guess it's time